Bieber's going broke?
Justin Bieber sells his music catalog at such a young age. For $200 million,
Justin Bieber bought Haly Bieber a new engagement ring that cost him $1.5 million.
Justin Bieber is spending more money than he has coming in.
Haly Bieber is spending all of Justin's money, and now he's starting to stress out. Ever since their wedding, he has felt uninspired. He's not created new music, and he's sold off all of his old music. So it seems like he's checked out. And sources claim that the isolation, in addition to Haly's excessive spending, is taking a toll on Justin Bieber.
So I like when Sloan makes his videos because he really gets all the way into the situations that are happening with these people. And I know for the most part, a lot of people are probably wondering, like, why does this even matter? Like, Casey, why are we even talking about this? But it does matter because there's something with the contracts that people don't, know about. And I personally think Justin Bieber has been through so much. The minute he signed a contract with the music industry, I think that he's been through a ridiculous amount of situations that have changed him completely as a person. Something that we could not ever imagine, some things we couldn't imagine, some things I don't want to imagine, right? But we're going to get into this and look at this, not just about a money spending aspect, but maybe more of a psychological, mental analysis aspect. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with this money spending situation.
So let's get into it. Blows up millions of his fortune on these wild luxuries, including a second engagement ring worth $1.5 million. Justin's not working like he was back in the day, so he doesn't have, he has plenty of money, but he doesn't have a lot of money coming in day to day like he used to. But Haly looks like she's comfortable spending it all. This article reads, performing at a lavish pre-wedding party for the billionaire son of India's richest man earlier this month, Justin Bieber looked haggard, strung out, and stressed.
He really does. I mean,
especially off a flight direct from LA to Mumbai, Justin Bieber.
No, that's not just looking like a flight. You know that you're gonna go and perform. If you are at optimal level, you're eating a certain way, you're getting a certain amount of sleep, you're living a certain way so that you can get there and perform to your maximized level, right? This person looks like they look ragtag, okay? They look done up, right? Even the outfit. I mean, what does he have on? Like, he has on a wife beater. His boxers are showing, hat to the back. This is not at all premium. I'm sure these people have spent a lot of money.
Bieber rattled through a lengthy set of his greatest hits as part of the Ambani wedding. Hours later, he was hightailing it back to California and home to his pregnant wife.
I mean, looks so used. Like, look at his eyes. Like, look at first of all, not eating, like this person looks like a hostage, like a total hostage.
Haly. It seems like Justin is pretty picky about the gigs that he accepts nowadays. He's not going to go and perform just anywhere, but I don't think Justin could say no to a $10 million check.
Let's look at the crow's feet. Sorry, Sloan isn't looking at things the way I'm looking at them, right? The amount of crow's feet around Justin's eyes, okay? Justin, is he even 30 yet? Like, how old is Justin Bieber? Somebody drop a comment below. I am going to look this up too, by the way. Just give me a moment and I'll come back and I'll give you the answer. By the way, if you guys like these clips, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell. This is a child. Like, I could have probably been this person's mother and I don't even have the amount of puffy eyes and crow's feet around my eyes. This is crazy.
Especially when his wife, Haly, is spending carelessly. This article asks, why did Justin take time away from his pregnant wife to perform at such a frivolous event? Did he need the money that badly? I mean, last time we checked the numbers, he was worth about $300 million. This week, speaking exclusively to dailymail.com, two sources close to Justin Bieber have claimed that the star is growing increasingly desperate. This is so crazy to me. So Haly is a seriously high spender. Well, can't she spend the money that she's making from her Rhode skincare? I mean, that stuff is expensive. But supposedly she has spent tens of millions of dollars on private jets to fly around the world, including once taking a plane just to get her nails done at a particular manicurist. So she's spending like crazy, and I'm sure the Rhode skincare isn't bringing in that much money. What's more, Justin is seemingly no longer in the music making business. Some insiders are actually blaming Haly for this, that Justin's not putting out new music like he used to. Quote, he's isolated from his friends and family. He's miserable.
So he's 30 years old. I had to look that up. Justin is only 30 years old. Okay, so at least he's not, so I couldn't be his mother. I'm 41, so maybe in the weird break, I probably could, but thank God I'm not. So anyway, coming back to it, I mean, he's got tears in his eyes. I don't even know what's going on here. This isn't what he was supposed to look like
right now, as Haly has taken complete control over him. He has lost his identity, creative drive, and he is uninspired. Which kind of reminds me of what Jennifer Lopez has been doing to Ben Affleck. That description is certainly a far cry from the confident 12-year-old who first appeared on stages in 2009. Flash forward to today, Justin hasn't released a new album since 2021 and hasn't toured since 2022 when he cut his Justice tour short. Announcing the world tour's cancellation, Justin told fans in September 2022 that he was making health a priority following a terrifying bout of facial paralysis caused by Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, a rare neurological disorder that Justin...
Yeah, we're not going to let Sloan lie to me about why Justin's face was doing that. I know why Justin's face was doing at that time. I was going off about it. If you guys want to go back way back in the day to my catalog, you'll know why his face was doing that too. So I'm not going to allow Sloan to disrespect me. Give me some rare syndrome that they always pop up with, when at that time there was a special thing that was happening and that everybody was doing, and then everybody was popping up with a rare something. Okay, like we're not doing this here.
Because Justin announced that he was selling the rights to his entire 291 song back catalog, which is a big deal for any artist because they're essentially selling all the music that they have written, that they've recorded, and any of the money made further on this music will go to whoever owns the catalog. It's something that an artist would typically do when they are ending their career. And it looks like Hypnosis Songs Capital bought his catalog for $200 million. In exchange, he no longer receives royalties on any of the tracks he's released or had an interest in before December 31st, 2021. So
he's like not making any money because let's keep it real. I've heard baby, baby, baby like more often than anything of his new stuff today. I mean, what new stuff does he even have? Like he effectively kind of gave up all his cash is what it sounds like to me.
Songs that we haven't even heard before.
Justin Bieber sells his music catalog at such a young age. Lil Wayne just did this. A couple other artists for $200 million, knowing he's going to continue to make music. Are these guys broke or something? Like the man's married, about to start a family soon, creating generational wealth. What's with all these one-time sales? Apparently, this is the largest music rights accusation to date.
When it comes to this deal, I have a feeling that Justin was easily influenced by someone who got a big cut of that $200 million. Some of his insiders were surprised by his decision to sell. Successful musicians traditionally look to offload their catalogs near the end of their careers. That's typically when the windfall can help their finance and their expensive lifestyles as they step back from the spotlight. A source claimed that Justin was advised against selling, but Haly played a part in convincing him to do it.
I think that the source is lying. I personally think that Justin was told that he's going to do this. I think in the contracts, again, when Candace and Kanye, they talk about the contracts, right? And so you got to know, like, there's fine print in these contracts that you don't even know that you signed up for certain things. It's a shame that these people who all they wanted to do was make music, right? And their life turned into a life of pain is what it looks like to me. I've seen footage of Justin Bieber in very compromising positions at a very young age. He used to hang around with Puff Daddy a lot, that nasty Puff Daddy a lot. And I just wonder if, and I don't care what anybody says, I think that there have been compromising things done to Justin Bieber on camera. I don't care. And I think it's part of the blackmail, part of the contracts. I do. Because these performers of that time, like they can't, it's like they don't have a control over their life, and then something happens where they look drained. They're like a lot of times I feel like that's why they're taking substances and everything to erase what they did for the contracts, right? Just to make music. This is insane.
Against selling, but Haly played a part in convincing him to do it. Probably because she wanted him to have that $200 million. Plus, if they have a prenup set up, I don't know what the prenup would entail, but if he had gained $200 million while they were together, then that would be hers as well. Because what they acquire while they're married is considered both of their wealth. I mean, unless they have some prenup in place. In May, the couple renewed their wedding vows in Hawaii, with Haly revealing her pregnancy and a new 8-carat oval cut diamond ring, which is estimated to be about $600,000. Haly must be wearing it proudly because Justin was initially against buying the new ring, and some people told him that it was awful of her to even ask for it, adding that Haly told Justin that she had to have it to renew their vows. In the end, she got what she wanted.
Justin Bieber bought Haly Bieber a new engagement ring that cost him $1.5 million. Showing off her nails, people realized that Justin got her a new engagement ring. This new one is allegedly 18 carats and around $1.5 million. The original one is about 6 carats and $400,000. Now the internet's divided on whether or not this means they're restarting their marriage. Honestly, they have the money. I think it's just a nice gift.
According to sources, Haly is controlling every aspect of Justin's life. This article reads, Haly's influence is even said to extend to Justin's clothing, which in recent years has shifted from a more manicured style to a grungy look. Quote, Haly used to only want Justin to look hot. Now she likes him to look unkempt because then she thinks that girls will not flock to him. A representative for the couple had responded to this claim and actually dismissed the allegations as salacious. Although Haly's increased management over her husband's life may have come about through necessity, maybe Justin needs this control. After the couple married in 2018, Justin seemed to settle into a more serene lifestyle, telling GQ magazine that being with Haly had given him someone to love and a stable home. But cracks in their relationship soon started to show. The pair have openly discussed issues in their first year of marriage, during which Justin battled bouts of severe depression. One person shared their thoughts on Twitter, writing, he should have just stayed single.
I actually am not going to blame everything on her. I'm sure she probably has her own issues. I'm sure she's probably not the best. I don't know, man. Like, maybe she's not the best influence on him. Who knows with these kids, you know? Who really knows? His bouts with depression. I wonder why he was depressed. I mean, you know, I remember Justin was trying to make music about God for a second. Not sure really what happened to that. It's just a pull away again from the contracts, and they always go back to the contracts. They are owned by the contracts. So if you had a life where you feel owned, how are you going to ever live to your true self? You know, for me, if I was Justin, they come back and get you. Kanye tried to do the same thing. I remember he bought a ranch in Wyoming. They called him crazy. I knew he was trying to pull away from something. They always come back and they get you, but I think that he should even try again. I think that Justin should try to pull away, you know, ask God for help, as much help as possible, and just get away. Maybe come up with some sort of, you know, double character, like a different identity or something. I truly think so, because he's owned. I mean, you could tell this is the face of a man who's owned. He's not himself. And I think that there's always a source, you know, that's like, oh, it's the wife, it's the wife, it's the wife. I don't know this girl. I don't know if it's her or not. But me personally, I think it's very easy to point fingers at the wife. There's always a random source, but it really is the contracts. I mean, even without her, he was still feeling depressed. So what's the difference? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.